I don't know why you let strangers decide your worth. People who don't know you, people who don't care about you, people who wouldn't even realize if you disappeared tomorrow. You allowed their decisions, or their opinions rather, to affect your actions, your choices, the way you think, your ambitions, your overall direction in life. And when you take time to stop and think about this at length, it's insane, but most people never stop and realize that they're actually doing it. Think about a time where you've hesitated because you're afraid of what somebody else may think. You're afraid to post that video because you're scared of comments. You're afraid to try something new because you're scared of looking stupid. You're afraid of speaking up because you're afraid of being judged. And every single time, without realizing it, you shrink yourself to fit into somebody else's opinion, or rather their preferences. You give them power over your life. What makes it worse is that people aren't even plotting on you. They're not villains. They're just strangers. They're classmates. They're acquaintances. They're people who you may know, people you may pass by every single day. All of these people you give authority to without even realizing it. All these little voices in your head. They'll judge you for about 5 seconds, and then they'll move on with their pathetic, miserable lives. And you're just sat there bearing the weight of their words for weeks on end. And I used to be that person. I'd be very self-conscious of what I wore, how I dressed, how I presented myself, how I spoke, what phone I had, all because I cared so much about how I was perceived. That's where the rabbit hole starts, because once you start leading a life based on perception, you're constantly adjusting, constantly performing, constantly asking yourself, is this enough? Is this acceptable? Instead of asking, is this me? And when you start listening to strangers, your instincts get quieter. Your ideas seem stupid before they even leave your head. You start outsourcing your self-respect to people who haven't even earned the right to give an opinion on your life. And to me personally, that is the biggest form of self-betrayal. And the scariest part is, the longer you do this thing, the harder it is to remember who you were before you started letting their opinions get to you. And you can see somebody online doing better than you, but then you'll feel like you're behind. Somebody can leave a negative comment on your video, and your self-esteem and confidence is down the whole day. You'll abandon paths that you were meant to walk because you didn't get that instant approval, that instant gratification like you wanted. And slowly but surely, without even realizing, you'll build a life that's safe for yourself, but so far disconnected from your potential. I just want you to know that people will speak about you no matter what. If you try, they'll laugh. If you don't, they'll say you're a bum. If you improve, they'll say you're doing too much. If you do something different, they'll ask why you're trying to be different. There will always be forms of criticism. No matter what version of yourself you appear to be, you will always be criticized. So basing your self-worth off of criticism is a completely pointless and uphill battle. You're fighting a losing battle. But what changed everything for me was realizing something so simple yet uncomfortable. The people whose opinions I actually value haven't built anything that I've wanted or want in life. They weren't living lives that I admired. They weren't disciplined in doing the things that I want to do. They weren't fulfilled in the things that I would want for myself. And yet I let their reactions dictate my confidence. And once I finally started seeing that clearly, their words lost all of their weight. Not because I became arrogant, but because I became grounded. So stop waiting for permission to be yourself. You don't need approval, you don't need validation to start, because the only opinion that would chase you for the rest of your life is your own. And if you keep on ignoring it, that's the voice that will haunt you for the rest of your life. So having said all of this now, I wonder who's really controlling or dictating your confidence right now. You, or the people who don't even know your middle name? Because the moment you stop letting strangers decide your worth is the moment your life finally starts. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Share it to a friend who you think may need to hear this message. If you guys want to join a community full of like-minded people on the path of self-development, then I'll leave a link down below in the description, as well as the comment section of this video. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.